I just want to start by obviously saying how thankful and grateful I am to be back into the Big Ten and a part of this, to be representing the University of Wisconsin, our football program, and most importantly, this football team that we have today. It's been, I think, 8 months now, 8 months since I've moved to Madison, and I can tell you that everything involved in what I've done in the last 8 months has exceeded my expectations. And I know I went into it a little bit blind, not knowing all things about Madison and all things about Wisconsin, but I'm talking about from the community, the city, the campus, the actual university. I mean, all those things in the 8 months I've realized and recognized an incredible amount of amazing things that I had no idea about. But I think more than anything over the last 8 months, recognizing and seeing and witnessing the culture of young men that we have within our program by far exceeds anything else that I've learned. And for that, I must give a lot of recognition to those that have come before me. And to kind of just recognize Coach Alvarez, to Coach Bielema, to Coach Leonard, and Coach Christ. The foundation that those guys had laid and had built over time, over the last 20-some years, is really evident, and it's deep-rooted. And to them, I owe a lot for what it is that I'm walking into. So for that first month for me, it really was about recognizing and seeing all the things that had gone on over the last 20-some years. So it wasn't like come in that first month and just blow things up and make a splash. As we know, it was the time of a bowl prep. And I think maybe it was a little bit unique to go in to say, hey, I want to coach and be a part of this bowl preparation and all that's going on. But it was really because I knew there were so many amazing things that had been done before me that I had to recognize. So for that first month, I had to take as much time to figure out, in the way that they've prepared, the way that they've practiced, to the way that they play. I mean, all those things for me in that first month was what it was all about. And then moving forward in the last 7 months, it's all about our ability to embrace what it is that they've done there and what has been laid before us, to recognize the amazing things and to have a way to enhance them, but then also to implement the things that we know it's going to take to continue to move our program in this football team to the next level. And so to me, that's what the last 7 months have been all about. And I can say now we're less than 1 week away from actually putting that to the test, right? We will find out in less than a week, what that trust, love, and respect that we emphasize within our locker room, what it really looks like. How deep-rooted is it really when all of a sudden we begin to do what we came here to do, right? Prepare to play for championships. And that's what's exciting for me. That's what's exciting, is to recognize this opportunity that's in front of us, how close it is, and now to put your culture and things to a test with all the things that come with camp and the season, right? The human elements, the preparation, the playing time, the winning of games. That's when you find out what you really got. So I think I'll just start off by answering a question that I know I've been asked so many times in the last 7 months, and I've already been asked it today. The question that comes down to, hey, define what success looks like in year one, and what are your expectations, right? I mean, it's the pretty common thing I'll probably take away with most questions, right? We have one objective, and that's to play for a championship. I don't think that'll ever change, whether it's year 1, year 2, 3, 4, or 5. That's what our objective is. And then I'll tell our guys as we start camp here next week that nobody outside of our team, nobody outside of the walls which the guys that are there every single day that have everything invested will define what success looks like for us. And we cannot allow that. We can't allow fans, we can't allow students, we can't allow former players, we can't allow the media to define what success looks like within our program. But I'll tell you what I think success looks like. Success looks like, to me, when you play your best ball at the end of the year. When you play your best ball at the end of the year, you have an opportunity, and we will have an opportunity to play for a championship. But what does playing your best ball at the end of the year take? What takes an incredible amount of consistency. and in year one and with new offenses and there's a lot of things that have to be done. So the consistency, the ability to grow, right? To grow as individuals, to grow as players, to grow as a team is really critical in how the development will happen. And then our ability to handle adversity, which every one of us know, whether it's the start of camp or the start of the season, you're going to, no matter how your season is going, encounter adversity. That's the beauty of this game. How we handle that, how we have the ability to grow, how we have the ability to come together, the way that which we play in those last month of the season will really help me and our program define what it looks like and what it is as we move forward. So we've got three great young players with us here today representing our program. It's quite unique that we've got a fifth-year guy, we've got a third-year guy, and we've got a first-year guy. And they epitomize all things it means to be a Badger. And I say that because even the first-year guy has embraced all the things just like I have. So first we have our running back, Braylon Allen, who's in his third year. He's from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We have Muma John Mehta, who's a fifth-year graduate linebacker for us, who's from Illinois. And then we have Tanner Mordecai, who is obviously a graduate senior from Waco, Texas. Three great individuals that give a depiction of our entire program. And you'd say a first-year guy gives a depiction of your program. Yeah, we've got a lot of first-year guys within our program, whether they're players or they're coaches. And I think the uniqueness of those guys and how they've come together really kind of gives a great depiction of our entire program.